And we've got almost everybody.
Yeah, we can start. I think Nibin can mute all those participants now. A very warm good evening to all the Vice family members of India area. I am Vice One Bindya, AST from Southwest India region. And it's an honor and privilege to welcome you all to the first Menettes training program of India area. And it's really a pleasure to see all the women from India under the same platform. Women are the real architects of the society, just like how a woman builds her home and forms the main pillar of strength of her family. The Menettes are the torchbearers of our Vice movement. Women organizations like ours can gain momentum and contribute to a stronger world. Today is our Menettes training program on leadership challenges in the new centenary under the leadership of our area Menettes leader, Vicewoman Dr. Annie Jacob. And we are honored to have our area president, Viceman MHR, Anand Jacob Verghese as our inaugural officer. And we have two eminent guest speakers, past area president, Vicewoman Rita Hetirachi from a neighboring country, Sri Lanka. She's a mentor and member coordinator committee of ISDs. Then we have Dr. Shija MK, an active viceman from Southwest India region. She's a professor and HOD of Electronics and Communications from Sri Chitra Tirunal College of Engineering. I request our area Menettes leader, Vicewoman Dr. Annie Jacob, to call the meeting to order.
This India area level training program for Vice Menettes, themed as leadership challenges in the new centenary, is called to order.
A perfect beginning is possible with the grace of God. So let's invoke the blessings of the Almighty. I invite Vice Menette Deena George from South India region for the Vice Menettes prayer.
God bless all Vice Menettes here and all whom we hold dear. As now we pray to every Vice Menette far and near. We pledge devotion most sincere. New zeal our hearts imbue and consecrate ourselves anew. Amen.
Pledge to the nation by Vice Menette Nisha Ebi from Central Travancore region.
I request all of you to please raise your right hand and repeat after me, but silently.
We can't hear you, ma'am.
Can I repeat again?
Yeah, please.
Great and dear motherland, we
Great
salute
and
you.
Great and dear motherland.
Our loyalty and promise our best efforts to bring thee honor and glory. We acknowledge our duty to thee and pray that we be worthy citizens of the nation. Jai Hind.
I cordially invite our area Menettes leader, a very enthusiastic women leader we have, Viceman Dr. Annie Jacob, for the welcome address.
Good evening to all. The will to serve is a commitment, and a nation loves such noble commitments. A strong woman stands up for herself, and a stronger woman stands up for everyone else. We women, we play a very important role in society, starting from being a daughter, a wife, a mother, teacher, a friend, in addition to being a professional. And sometimes we take up the role of a nurse catering to everybody's needs. And supposedly we are to be the best decision makers. Now, a woman with a vision is unstoppable. And education has always been the key to women's empowerment. In fact, many parents today want to educate their daughters equally as their sons, resulting in women today shining in whatever field they actually venture into. Who are the women of today? The answer, we are a joint ownership of individuals who are committed to the values of a community. We embrace our differences. We learn from each other with the purpose of doing good for ourselves as well as for the people around us. The women of today are empowered. In the last 5 years, women's movements have emerged in almost every nation. You can actually tell the condition of a nation by looking at the status of the women. This is a famous quote by Jawaharlal Nehru. The status of the women depicts the social, economic, and even the mental condition of a nation. The spread of education and self-consciousness among women has actually led to their progress over the period. Also, women are gaining advancements and success in each and every field. One such medium where we can witness such growth is the Wise Men International. The adage, lighting many lamps, aptly describes this movement by which across years and decades have touched many lives where we women have equal rights to execute services as men. Wise Men clubs are formed separately and functioning efficiently with the ideas and guidance of eminent Menet leaders and coordinators. In fact, all the clubs have been sincerely working hard to achieve the theme and slogan of the international and area, and their achievements are highly remarkable. As the area Menettes leader, I'm proud to say that we have extremely talented Menettes in our region, and it is evident in the activities and reports that are being submitted by each region. All of them are doing remarkably well, and I really appreciate the efforts and work done, the various activities, and the services they have rendered even during the pandemic situation. Now, to move this venture to another level and making sure that we take forward our responsibilities and our activities, both with full knowledge and information, we have gathered here today, basically to understand the movement that we are all very passionate about. And the orientation this evening for Menettes is on the leadership challenges in the new centenary. What would be more exciting than having a leader in our midst to guide us, one who understands what unforeseen challenges are, who never shirks away from responsibilities and takes it on with dedication and passion, and works with focus and perseverance to achieve excellence. Today, this evening, it's my privilege and honor to welcome our most beloved area president, HRM Dr. Anand Jacob Burgess, International Council member, who graciously accepted to inaugurate this program. We are indeed fortunate to have this program inaugurated by an invincible person, a leader who has always been a strong support for our movement. Our two key speakers for the day are extremely talented Wise Menet leaders who have risen up to the occasion of serving in highly reputed positions, dedicated many years to wisdom. I cordially welcome our past area president, Asia South Pacific Area, Wise Menet Rita Hitiarchi, currently serving as ISD for STEP and the new youth program IGO, and Wise Woman Dr. Shija, Regional Service Director, Southwest India region. On behalf of all of us virtually present here, a warm welcome to our speakers for today. Nothing works or functions effectively without a strong team. Let me welcome all our area service directors, the regional Menet coordinators, district Menet coordinators, all the presidents, secretaries, treasurers of clubs across all regions, and all our dear Menettes for taking this time of the Saturday evening. And let us all work together this centenary year for the betterment of our fellow beings and the society. In this session today, we will know all the details about Wise Menettes Club and its formation, the organizational structure, chartering of clubs, our international obligations, plans and implementation of services by women and their role in wisdom, opportunity for women to develop their personality and build their leadership, and so on and so forth. I'm sure the session is going to be very interesting and very informative for all of us. Without any further ado, let us start the session, and looking forward to a wonderful Saturday evening with all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. You have been a great support for all of us, and we are blessed to have a leader like you to guide us. Thank you so much, ma'am. Now, I'm glad to invite the Regional Menettes Coordinator of Middle East Region, Vicewoman Lenny Abraham, for introducing our respected area president and today's inaugural officer, Viceman MHR Dr. Anand Jacob Burgess.
Good evening to all. Dr. Anand Jacob Varghese is the Pro-Chancellor of Hindustan Institute of Technology and Science and Director and CEO of Hindustan Group of Institutions, Chennai. His father, late HRM Viceman Dr. KCG Varghese, past area president and ICM, was the founder of the Hindustan Group of Institutions. The Hindustan Group of Institutions comprise the Hindustan Institute of Technology and Science, a deemed university, KCG College of Technology, Orient Flights Aviation Academy, Hindustan College of Arts and Science, Hindustan Institute of Engineering Technology, Hindustan International Schools, and many other institutions. Dr. Anand Jacob Varghese is currently the National Vice President of the Aeronautical Society of India and was Chairman of Aeronautical Society of India, Chennai branch for 4 consecutive terms, and also successfully conducted the 70th AGM of the Aeronautical Society of India at Hindustan University in the presence of luminaries like Banwarlal Purohit, Governor of Tamil Nadu, Dr. K. Shivan, Chairman ISRO, Dr. G. Satish Reddy, Chairman DRDO, and many other space scientists. He also holds senior position in many other national and international professional associations. Journey in Weizmann International. He joined as a Weisling in 1983 and became a member of the Weizmann's Club of Mylapore and was its president during 2007-2008. He has since then contributed to the YMI in various leadership roles, starting from DG, Madras District 2009 to 2010, ASD Cancer Care 2010-2015, LRD Zone 1 South India Region 2012 to 2013, RD South India Region for 2 years from 2016 to 2018, and ISD Membership Conservation 2018 to 2019. He was elected as ICME and APE in 2020-21 and is now serving as the area president and ICM India. He is also a member of the International Centenary Celebration Committee 2020-22 and the executive trustee of the Weizmann Charitable Trust South India region. He is a recipient of the Best President Award of South India region and special awards of the regional director and area president for his outstanding service of wisdom. As district governor of Madras district, he transformed the district as the best district in India area with 68% growth in membership and was awarded the Best District Governor Award for the year 2009-2010 by South India region and India area. In recognition of his outstanding contributions to wisdom, Weizmann International presented him the coveted Elmacro Award in the International Convention in August 2010 at Yokohama, Japan. As chairman of the host committee for the 71st Weizmann International Convention, he organized the convention in an excellent manner at Chennai. In the history of wisdom, it was the first time 100 free registrations were given to the wise youth for the International Youth Convention 2014 held along with IC14. When he served as the regional director of South India region for 2 consecutive years, that is 2016 to 2018, the region saw a momentous increase of over 20 clubs, projects and image building exercises, and he received the Best Regional Director Award India area for 2017-18. Other highlights: he is a PWA fellow and honor roll member. He was instrumental in creating IBC with Weizmann's Club of Atomic Glory, Japan. He instituted the Best Wise Leader of India Area Award, consisting of a gold medallion and a stolon from the year 2006 in memory of his father, late HRM Weizmann Dr. KCG Varghese, PAP and ICM. He attended Weizmann International Conventions held at Cochin, India in 2004, Hering, Denmark in 2008, Stavanger, Norway in 2012, and Taipei, Taiwan in 2016. instituted the Wiseman COVID Warriors Scheme along with Hindustan Group of Institution for a period of 2 years to provide scholarships and aid for COVID-19 frontline workers and their families. He is a member of the Centenary Honorary Members Club. Wiseman International Madras District awarded him the Vidya Bhushan Award in April 2021 in honor and in appreciation and of his philanthropy and continued service to the cause of education. His wife, Wiseman Dr. Annie Jacob, is currently in the area Menettes Leader 2021-22. She is also a mentor of the Centenary Honorary Club. She is the director of KCG College of Technology, a premier engineering college under Anna University. Their son, Erin Verghese, who has done his post-graduation in engineering and from University of Southampton, UK, and presently working in Hindustan University, and daughter Tia Liz, who is a student of at the NTU Singapore, a very active vice youth. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Now I most humbly invite our Honorable Area President, today's inaugural officer, to inaugurate the training program and for the inaugural address.
Thank you. Am I audible to all of
Yes,
you?
sir. Yes, sir.
Very good. I promise to make the introduction much shorter in future. Respected and dear Menet leaders of India area, Dr. Annie Jacob, area Menets leader, and my beloved wife, past area president of Asia Pacific, Vicewoman Rita Hitirachi, the chief guest for this evening, and Dr. Shija, Regional Service Director, Southwest India Region, Professor and HOD, Department of Electronics, SET, College of Engineering, Trivandrum, all regional Menet coordinators, all international leaders, and regional directors and other wise men and wise women who have gathered here this evening. It is a very unique program that I'm attending. Not every day we have such events happening in India area. And I'm really happy that we are organizing this under the area Menets leader, Dr. Annie Jacob, and all the regional Menets leaders of India area who have come together to organize this area training program on leadership challenges in the new centenary. We have many training programs in the India area for YMI, but we always fail to include the wise Menets in the mainstream training programs. So it is very interesting to have this program on this occasion, and understand that it covers a wide range of topics, as our Menets area Menets leader mentioned, including the organizational and international obligations, the roles of women in YMI, the opportunities for leadership building at various levels, and effective management of social responsibilities. It is on an interesting note that we have also a past area president from Sri Lanka, Vicewoman Rita Hitirachi. She possesses a distinguished and exemplary YMI service record spanning nearly 4 decades with 21 years in various senior leadership positions. And she is a very apt leader for this event. And I'm really happy to share the dais with past area president Rita over here, though she is held up in Macau, not in Colombo. And we look forward to meeting physically sometime soon in one of the international meetings. We've been having so many meetings virtually, but not yet physically in spite of this pandemic. We know the difficulties in getting together because we recently had to even cancel the convention at Hawaii because of concerns of the pandemic. So it's nice to have you with us this evening, Rita, and look forward to, I'm sure there'll be nobody better to give all the guidance that the Menettes leaders require. And with her experience, I'm sure that we will see more interaction with our areas as well in the days forward. So we've been thinking about this training program and what it should carry forward, what are the outcomes it should have. And I thought maybe something that I could think about is, why didn't we bring YMI, the Menettes, into the mainstream of YMI? We believe that every club is a family unit, with the membership giving equal or same importance to the entire family, not only to Weissmen, but also to Weiss Menettes, Weisslings, and Weiss Youth. Internationally, we have seen that we have just 3 women international leaders who have headed the organization. But in a century of our existence, I don't think that is something to be proud of. And we need to definitely relook at our structure and the functioning to address any problems in gender equalities. And it should be a matter of the past. We have also noticed that despite all these global improvements and the way we do business, the way we are globalized, we find that full gender equality remains unreached, and the young girls are still forced into early marriage. We found during the COVID-19 lockdown, there are increasing risks of violence against women and girls, physically, sexually, psychologically. Cases of domestic violence increased 30% in some countries during the same period. Women must be represented fairly in leadership roles. In 2020, we found women had a representation of 24% in some national parliaments and 36% in some local governments. Women are on the front lines for fighting the coronavirus, and more than 70% of them account as health assistance workers. They have borne additional household burdens during the pandemic, and they spend 3 times as many hours in unpaid domestic and caregiving work as compared to their counterparts. However, there is a silver lining on a bleak, dark cloud. Women leaders are stepping up to the challenge, responding astutely, not only to the pandemic, but cushioning the resulting fallout for women. Across the globe, all 6 countries that have had the most commendable response to the COVID-19 pandemic. I'm sure you all know the countries which fall into this category and why. Germany, Finland, Denmark, New Zealand, Belgium, and Iceland. And what did they have in common? Female leadership. Likewise, we would like to see more Weiss Menettes coming into leadership roles in YMI. And as an organization, we should remove these barriers which are created and not in the interest of the growth of the organization. In my recent area council meeting, I was disappointed to see only very few Weiss women attending the meeting, both physically, virtually. And I told myself that this will have to change. We are so used to the patriarchal system that we don't recognize the gender equality issue. As an organization, YMI needs to seriously think about and give due importance to addressing and solving gender neutrality and gender sensitization issues. We hope to create a female-friendly, female-safe environment as we walk into the new century. And this training program, I'm sure, is the right step in the direction we need to be in. And I'm sure that the leaders who are present here will do that very effectively. And this is just the beginning of the interventions that we need to do to take forward our plan. So as mentioned in the introduction by Lenny, I'm also a part of the Centenary Celebration Committee. And we need to find a way to honor, support our founder's vision and history. And there are so many projects that are lined up. and there are many for India area as well. And some of the projects which were completed were the headstone for the Paul William Alexander and family at Toledo, the naming of the park by the city of Toledo. And some of the ongoing projects are digitizing the archives for Weizmann, the history wall in the Toledo YMCA, the purchase of the headquarters facility for YMI at Geneva, a global project in the founder's name, and establishment of international service projects in commemoration of the centenary. And the cost of all these projects across the globe is approximately 100,000 Swiss francs. YMI Heal the World, a global unified project by scaling up the time of fast, fundraising, and other donations and sponsorships. Some of the programs we have planned in India area by the previous AP Aurelian, and we continue to do these events in India area. We are planning for the same All India region-wise cricket tournament. Cricket being very popular, I think there's no other choice. So participation of all members in a single day with family at their respective region, area family fest, international family tour. These are some of them that are planned. I'm sure if the pandemic is not there, we would do much more than this. We should try to work on these events, as well as the international has given the Vice Menettes provision to join the YMI leadership by becoming members of the Weizmann Club. And you can start your own Wise Woman Club as well. Sorry to be promoting the membership here, but it's my duty to increase the membership. And we hope to see you all. You just have to pay 50% to become a Wise Woman member. So please try to motivate many of your friends to become members, because extension is a very important part of our organization. And during the centenary, we would definitely love to see more women coming into mainstream leadership. And this is a wonderful opportunity for that to happen. And of course, I have to congratulate Dr. Annie, the area Menettes leader, and all those brilliant faces I've not met yet. And I hope to meet in the coming year, who have come forward. And I'm sure you will give valuable suggestions and make this event a grand success. I'm sure you will submit your recommendations to the area president so that we could do some changes in the way we function or in the way we need to change certain aspects of our constitution. We are ready to take that on board and work with you all together in the days to come. And just to conclude, I'd like to quote from Tagore: "I slept and dreamt that life was joy. I awoke and saw that life was service. I acted and behold, service was joy." So I take great honor in inaugurating this training program today. And I wish all our Menettes the very best as you assume leadership roles and continue serving the needy through our esteemed organization. So God bless all Wise Menettes and YMI. Stay safe. Thank you for this opportunity. Thank you once again.
Thank you, sir, for your encouraging words and for taking the women's issue seriously and giving them a place of equality. I hope after this training program, we see more and more women coming up to leadership. Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Now I request our Area Service Director, Vice Woman Dr. J.C. Philip from Central Travancore region to introduce today's first speaker, past Area President, Vice Woman Rita Heturachi.
Thank you. Good evening, Area President, Vice Man Anand Jacob Burgess, the Chair, Vice Woman Dr. Annie Jacob, today's motivational speakers, the galaxy of leaders, Vice Woman and Vice Menettes present here. Thank you, Vice Woman Dr. Annie, for the privilege given to me to introduce our motivational speaker. This is the first time I'm meeting Vice Woman Rita on screen or off screen. What impressed me first was her beautiful smile. That says it all. Actually, first time I'm seeing her. So that impressed me really, really so much. So, you know, as we all know that she's a leader for 4 decades, as it was mentioned. And I'm so privileged to introduce her to this meeting. Vicewoman Rita Heterachi joined Wiseman International in the year 1983, started as a club secretary to the club president and served as the regional director for Sri Lanka region in 2003-2004. She's a dedicated vicewoman. This is her 21st consecutive year serving the Asia South Pacific area since the year 2000. And she was the International Council member in 2006. She became the area president in 2008-2009, which is a great motivation for us. I understand there are very few area president women who have come as area presidents in our movement. She has been serving continuously as an ISD for Time of Fast for 1 year, ISD for STEP and HEAP for 11 years, and currently serving as ISD for STEP and the new youth program IGO, which is the internship for global outreach. Currently, she's serving in the International Manual Review Committee, International Constitution Review Committee, mentor, and she's a coordinator for the Committee of ISDs since 2018 till December 2021. She is in the International Green Team since 2011. Her relationship with YMCA. She's an active member of Macau YMCA, and she has an active involvement in YMCA. She has worked as member of Human Resource Department and Extension Committee, member of Child Rights Committee in Sri Lanka. She was awarded the honorary membership of Moratoa YMCA, Sri Lanka. She's a retired teacher, blessed with a beautiful family. Her husband is Viceman Patrick Heterachi. He joined Wisdom since 1982. He's the HOD of Department of Mathematics, Macau Anglican College. And they are blessed with 2 daughters, Radhika and Tanya. Radhika is married and has 1 child. With immense pleasure, let me introduce Vicewoman, past Area President, Rita Heterachi, for our talk today. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. So we are fortunate to have past Area President, Viceman Rita ma'am, as our guest speaker today. We cordially invite you for this session, ma'am.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for introducing me like this to this great Voice Menettes movement. And I thank you very much for all these kind words about me. So now, dear AP Dr. Anand Jacob Varghese, Honorable Vice Leaders, Honorable Vice Menettes and leaders, first of all, allow me to wish our newly appointed Area President, Dr. Anand Jacob Varghese, my warmest congratulations and wish him every success and God's blessings. I also want to thank PIP Bashir profusely for recommending me to do this task today, and I hope I can do my best to your expectations. PIP Bashir was AP when I was ICM and APE. His slogan, extension, 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 still echoes in my ears. He was all the time with these 3 words. When he started his sessions, when he ended up his sessions, those were the words that was grilled to us. So he was a very jovial person as well. We have lots of happy memories with him in the past. And I'm well aware that the Voice Menettes are very strong in India area, having so many clubs, and do hope that all your clubs function in a great way. I had an email chat with the past ID from Voice Menettes, Carol Danba, with whom I'm working in the Manual Review Committee right now. So she was very pleased to learn that the Voice Menettes of Area India have organized this seminar. She said during her term as IT Menettes, there was fairly a very good communication with the Voice Menettes from parts of India, with reporting of some of our some of your good works for your communities. There were several Voice Minutes clubs chartered in that year, and it is her hope that those clubs are still active. So I bring greetings from her to all of you. So now please allow me to share my thoughts with all of you. I will share the PowerPoint presentation now. Let me share it with you. Or if Dr. Annie, if you can share it with me, I think it's better. Because I'm from my computer.
Let me just quickly check if you emailed it to me.
Yeah.
You have not, have you mailed it to me, Rita?
Or shall I mail it to you right now?
Yes, yes, please just
Or,
email it.
or just let me know how I could do
So
it.
there is a green button called share screen. Just press on
Yes.
that. And if your PowerPoint is open, it will automatically.
It's not appearing again. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. Just if you could just email it to me, we'll share it from our end.
I'm having some issues with my computer. That's why I'm so sorry about it.
No worries.
Let me do it soon.
It may take a couple of minutes. So I request all the Menettes who have joined to please include the region name also along with your names. And also we have shared a Google link in the chat option. We want you to enter the details. It's for issuing the participation certificate for the training program. Okay, you may use this time for that. The form has been shared in the chat option.
Did you receive it, Annie?
It's to YMNT that you've sent or the 72.9. I'm just checking.
I sent it to your Minute.
Yeah. Yes, I've just received it.
Thank you very much. I'm so sorry about it.
No worries. This is the one, am I?
Yes, please. Thank you.
Right.
So, next, please. So I welcome all of you to this program. You'll have to
It's
so,
correct. Yeah.
Yes, yes. After each one, you'll have to just click on it, okay?
I'll do that. I'll do that. Yes.
Thank you. So Wise Menettes International is a vibrant community-based movement with its own programs and projects and its own mission statement. Next. A partner organization in Wise Men International and shares common loyalty to the YMCA. Next. So now this picture I found in one of one of those bulletins, and it says first Wise Men's Club started with Wives of Wise Men as members in 1924 in Vancouver, Canada. So in 1924, Paul William Alexander and his wife, Lorraine, traveled to some of the clubs that had been formed, which included Vancouver. So this is a photo of 1924 when the Alexanders got to see the Alexander Graham Bell's grave. So these must be the wives of wise men. I can see, you can see our founder, Paul William Alexander, at the back, left-hand corner. So this must be in front of him must be the wife, right? So those days they were called wives of wise menettes. So, okay, next, please. Now, why are you called wise menettes? So I have put a picture of you all. I don't know who's there, but anyway, you are the members of a declared wise menettes club. So you are women who wish to enjoy the fellowship of this unique club and assist in your own projects. And it is always hoped that there is a good working relationship between all your clubs. Therefore, it's a partnership among your clubs, okay? So the composition of clubs, Wise Menettes clubs consists of women who wish to uphold the objectives of the club. Clubs offer their member wise menettes opportunities for fellowship, personal development, and service. And here I want to mention something about personal development. It is really true. I have witnessed it because when I joined the movement, I was a very timid person. I was not talking much, and I was very timid, not only do my work, but by joining Wise Men's Club, I slowly got trained to be open and to do service and to speak, and I built my personality. So this is very important that we join these clubs and do some service. So Wise Menette Club member is any woman organizing to follow the principles of Wise Men International. So at ICM 91, the International Constitution was amended to change the status of Wise Men's Clubs from auxiliary to partner with the local of Wise Men's Clubs. So those days they were called auxiliary members, but now we are partners with the Wise Men's Club and other clubs. Okay. So what is the purpose? Plan and carry out projects of their own in support of Wise Men's Clubs and the YMCA and their communities at local, district, regional, area, and international levels. And to adopt and finance the Wise Menettes International projects, which assist chosen programs in needy parts of the world. Wise Menettes International project is determined every 2 years through voting by clubs. All clubs are encouraged to financially support the Wise Menettes International projects. Some clubs hold a special fundraising effort for this purpose. And the International Director Wise Menettes will be in touch with you about these projects, upcoming projects. The highest, what is the organizational structure for Wise Menettes? The highest leadership role in Wise Menettes International is the International Director. We don't call only Wise Menettes director is called the international director and not international service director. It's called international director. The ID, international director, is responsible for promoting the conversation, extension, and service of voice minutes. The conservation, sorry, I said conversation, it's conservation. The International Director for Wise Menettes sits on the International Council of Wise Men International with a voice, but no vote right now. So I heard Dr. Anand Varghese saying that he wants to make a change, which is good. The International Director is supported by the Wise International Project Coordinator and the International Sister Club Coordinators. Okay. Each area, region, district for Wise Menettes must have in place a leader, director or a service director in some places, okay, to provide oversight and guidance to Wise Menettes clubs and to ensure the communication of information as needed. These roles should be appointed by Wise Menettes, okay, in your area, but recommendations from wise men may be considered. Organizational international obligations. So as with YMI, there are costs involved in managing Wise Menettes International, and therefore member clubs are required to pay annual international dues, which is 2 Swiss francs per member, just 2 members per year. Such fees must be paid for a club to be recognized as a Wise Menettes club in good standing. Other dues at the club, regional and area levels may also be required. Each of your club can propose to have some fundraising for other clubs, for other projects, etc. So collectively, club participate in the selection and financing of the Wise Menettes International project, which assists chosen time of fast projects. Wise Menettes should attend meetings regularly, support the various activities of the club, fulfill her financial commitments by paying her club fees. A Wise Menettes club should, among other things, schedule meetings and activities for members, ensure ensure information is provided through the communication network as appropriate, like annual reports, membership roster, club leadership, etc. Ensure fees collected, go back please. Ensure fees collected are remitted as required and within the YMI year. Okay. Now there is an announcement, right? Centenary celebrations of Wise Men International will be marked in 1922 next year and will be celebrated throughout that year. So how about our responsibilities in the centenary year? Although the Wise Men's movement was born in 1924, with the establishment of the first Wise Men's Club in Vancouver, British Columbia, India, Wise Menettes are encouraged to celebrate the centenary of Wise Men International and the strong partnership between the two organizations. So we have a big role to play as Wise Menettes. This may be done in many ways, like YMI has set 1st to 8th May 22 as a week of celebration. So between 1st and 8th May, you can have your own celebrations to support this YMI, or you can join with the Wise Men and do joint projects as a celebration. So Wise Men may wish to, go back please. Wise Menettes may wish to reach out to their affiliated Wise Men's clubs, districts, and the region to determine how they may participate in this prestigious celebration. Opportunities for personal development and leadership building. There are many opportunities for personal development and leadership building in Wise Menettes. Participation in local club activities and leadership. So I've just put these pictures to as an illustration. So we have to participate in local club activities. Okay. Participation in local club activities provides leadership and knowledge. So we learn about each other, we learn about YMCA by joining their projects, right? And activities, and we learn about wise men. So wise men also learn about the wise menettes as you take part in so many projects like that. So consider accepting a leadership role at other levels of the organization. Even in Wise Menettes, it can be in Wise Menettes movement or partnership or in Wise Men International. So I request you to join as a member to the Wise Men's movement also. So consider accepting, as I said, a leadership role. Ensure the responsibilities of an accepted role are carried out. That is important. Sometimes, often we have seen members accept to a role to be in that position, but sometimes they are lethargic. They don't. The communication is very important. Either both ways. You can come when you join a Wise Men's movement. Also, you have to communicate each other. As an ISD, my first priority is communication. So, if you are very good in your communication, you are active. That shows you are active. So you be in touch always. And ask, don't worry to ask questions. Ask questions, but be a listener. Be a better leader and improve your listening skills, because when you listen more, you become a better leader. You learn and you become a better leader. So a wise Menette may have a basic knowledge of Wise Men's movement, and that Wise Menettes is an organization that provides women, often busy moms. Now this is another one. Most of the you can drag all those ladies who are busy moms, but sometimes in the society, the ladies who are busy moms, they get bored doing the same thing every day, the busy life. They want to get away from that for a little while, at least once a week or once a month, and join some social event or get together. So often busy moms give them the opportunity to meet socially and contribute to their world, often a lesser commitment than joining a Wise Men's Club. So you are understanding the organizational of Wise Men, needs of Wise Men International is also very important. So I'm going to share a little bit of Wise Men International with you. So the organization needs you to recognize talents of Wise Menettes. They don't know, so join hands with them. So wise men must understand your value. So you have to join hands with wise men. The organization also needs you to highlight the programs for youth. Identify, motivate, and empower talented and enthusiastic Wise Menettes. So I could see now beautiful young ladies there. So get them together. The organization needs, yeah, so they get them together, work together, and join later, gradually join the wise men's movement. The wise men may gladly join this IP Kim's Heal the World project. So he asks you to become familiar with and support his Heal the World initiative. Heal the world with love and dignity is his slogan. So you can visit the website and learn more about it, Heal the World. The link is given there. You go to the website and then go to Heal the World and you can read all about it. So let's have projects, joint projects. And this is another one. I'm sure you can do this. This is a little bit of the branding that for getting members to join the club, Wise Men's Club. So understanding that branding isn't just about a name or logo, but also that it embodies the personality of the organization. So, and the organization needs members to liberally wear and display clothing items with the official Wise Men International logo or emblem. Show yourselves. That it speaks volumes about who we are and that it gives people a reason to join and a reason to stay. Now I want to share a little bit of an experience that I faced when I used to go to Korea, because as PIB Bashir knows that we were one area with Korea with us. Now we have separated Asia area. But at that moment, I had to go to Korea several times when I was AP. And something good that I saw in them, in the wise men, was even when you are walking in the streets or when you go to office, when you go for a lunch or anywhere other than wise men involvement, they were wearing the wise men's pin on their coat. So I was wondering why. Now we were only for wise men meetings and stuff like that, but they were all wearing, this pin everywhere they went. And once when we were going to a place, so when you had to open the gate, he was like he did not open it and go. The door of some place. He did not just open it and go inside, leaving the rest to open it and come again, outsiders. He held it. He held the door and he let the others go as a help, as a kind deed. So he said, we are wise men. So we help each other. So that is also a part of branding, right? So remember to wear your wise Menettes pin, or if you're a member of both, wear both pins. So having understood what the organization expects from its membership, be encouraged to join hands in partnership. Yes. I have shown here some, in the picture, there is a picture with all of you, with ladies and wise men at a project. The Wise Menettes International Manual is currently under review. Past ID, Carol Dunbar and us, we are all together, but she and past IP, Joan Wilson, in charge of that. So they are currently it is under review. Very soon, it will be available on the Wise Men International website. So you can see it a little later, the updated one. So as a partner organization to Wise Men International, I wish you all success. Thank you very much and God bless you.
Thank you, ma'am. That was a mind-blowing session, and I'm sure there are a lot of questions lined up, but we'll have the question and answer session at the end. So moving on to the next session. So our next guest speaker will be introduced by another Vice Menet whose contribution to society is worth mentioning. We women love to dress up, look beautiful all the time. And when it's about chopping our hair, we think several times. But Vice Menet Meenu Joseph, she was brave enough to donate her dresses to the cancer patients. So a very big applause to Vice Menet Meenu Joseph. I cordially invite you, ma'am, to introduce our next guest speaker, Vice Woman Dr. Sheeja MK.
Thank you all. Respected Chair and the area Menettes leader, the inaugural officer, the most respected area president, the motivational speakers, the leaders and the listeners who are present in this online platform. Myself, Joseph of Midwest India region, and I got such a fantastic opportunity to introduce an eminent personality and who's an excellent speaker who proved herself with her life, how one can carry forward profession and the passion as the two sides of a coin. That is, she simultaneously carried forwarded her profession as well as her organized Weizmann International organizational life. A person who is a person who is a professor by profession in electronics and communication and is currently serving as the department head of Sri Chitra Tirunal College of Engineering, Trivandrum. She proved her talents in multiple arenas. It's going to take a long, but still, I'm sorry. But still, I can't stop myself by throwing a light to her achievements. She won the Young Scientist Award in the 20th Kerala Science Congress and the Best Presentation Award in the International Congress on Optics at Bali, Indonesia. She presented many research papers throughout the world. Globally, she has presented many research papers. And she is honored with Merkweis, who is who, and her bibliography is presented there. She is an active research supervisor under APJ Abdul Kalam Technology University. She is an invited speaker to Tianjin University, China, and Jamia Millia in Islamia University, New Delhi, India. Also, she is the reviewer of reputed journals, Optical Engineering and Journal of Electronic Imaging, published by SPI USA. She is also serving as the external examiner for PhD thesis evaluation and open defense of Anna University, Chennai. Coming to her Weizmann journey, she joined Wisdom around 2 decades back. Since then, she has taken charge of various posts, right from club secretary to area service director. She had served as the president of both Weizmann and Weizmannettes Club of Southwest India region. She was honored with the awards for both Best Club President in both the categories in the respective years. She is the better half of Weizmann MHR Ajit Babu, who is the past regional director of Southwest India region and currently handling various key posts in the India area level. The couple visited Weizmann abroad and attended meeting at Malaysia, Singapore, Hong Kong, Korea, USA, and many more countries. They are blessed with 2 children. The elder one, Bharat, is a medical student, and the younger one, Bhavna, is just finished her 12th. With these words, let me introduce today's motivational speaker, the most eminent personality, Dr. Sheeja MK, to this August gathering. Thank you, everyone. And once again, I thank you for introducing. You motivated me, the anchor motivated me. Thank you so much. And happy evening to all.
Thank you, ma'am. Now I cordially invite our guest speaker, Dr. Sheeja, ma'am, for the training session.
Thank you, Bindya. And thank you, Vice Woman Minu Joseph, for introducing me so nicely. Respected Presiding Officer of the function, Area Menettes Coordinator, Vice Woman Annie Jacob, Area President, Viceman Anand Jacob Verghese, past International President, Viceman V.S. Bashir, past Area President, Vice Woman Rita, Regional Directors, Area and Regional Menettes Coordinators, and dear participants. Good evening, everybody. First of all, let me thank Area Menettes Coordinator, Vice Woman Annie Jacob, for inviting me to make a presentation in this Area Menettes Leadership Training Program. I feel privileged to share the training session with past Area President, Asia Pacific Region, Vice Woman Rita, a great leader of Wiseman International. Hope all of you are doing well and on good health during this pandemic time. It is a hard time for many people, but for us, it is good to see all the Menettes and leaders all over India, and especially from Sri Lanka, in one platform, in this Zoom platform. Let me come to my presentation. Is it okay?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
Shrija, it's visible. It's
Okay.
visible.
So leadership challenges in the new centenary. These are my contents. I will give you a brief overview about the Vice Menettes Club, its vision and mission, objectives of the movement, areas of Vice Menettes service, responsibilities of a good Vice Menette, duties of club presidents, secretaries and treasurers, dues and fee, chartering of a new Vice Menettes Club, Vice Menettes Sister Club program, its organization structure, and the role of district, regional, area, and international coordinators, reporting of activities, and Vice Menettes supplies. Vice Menettes, let me remind you the beautiful motto of our movement, to acknowledge the duty that accompanies every right. It's a beautiful sentence that expresses the aim and belief of our organization. The word Menette, it is so beautiful. Menette, it's a British word meaning godly, devout woman living in a small village. In French, it means a pretty beautiful girl. So Menette is a very good, very sound word. So how we are forming a Menette from ordinary woman to a Vice Menette? Initially at the induction ceremony, the induction officer will say, declare hereafter you will be known as Vicemen, your wife will be known as Vice Menette, and your children as Vicelings. So in earlier, when Vice Menettes were auxiliary to Wiseman International, due to this induction process, we were inducted and we were converted to Vice Menettes. So now the Vice Menettes Club is partnered to Wiseman International. So maybe wives of Wiseman or any Wiseman can be a part of Vice Menettes Club. So a Vice Menettes Club means it's a partner organization in Wiseman International, and it offers Menettes opportunities for fellowship, personal development, and service. So at the time of induction ceremony, while lighting the first candle, the induction officer says, one who seeks to serve his fellow woman will find ample opportunity to do service. So service-oriented people, service-oriented women can join this institution in this organization. Then you can there is fellowship and personality development. Actually, I joined Wisdom in 2003. From that onwards, it helps me a lot in developing my personality and especially my children. At that time, my younger daughter was only 3 months old when I was inducted as a Vice Menette. They got really the real chance to develop their personality. So I am really thankful to this Wiseman International for developing my family. Then the third, to plan and carry out programs and projects of their own. All the Wiseman clubs can carry out their own programs and projects and adopt and finance Wiseman's international project. So there are one class of people enthusiastically active women. So you can adopt and finance the Vice Menettes in the international project. In every year, every 2 years, an international project is selected and it is implemented in any one of the countries. For example, during the year 2012-14, the project was implemented in India. That was a Center for HIV/AIDS Awareness. And the fund for the project is raised through donation. And already Vice Mayor Rita said 2 Swiss francs. Every Vice Mayor has to donate 2 Swiss francs to implement this international project. So coming to history, the first club in Weissman International was formed during the year 1922 at Toledo, Ohio by Judge Paul William Alexander. In 1924, first Vice Menettes Club was formed in Vancouver, British Columbia. And in 82-84, the Blue Manual, that was the reference material for Vice Menettes. And it was formed by Jane Bostrup, USA. And in 1994, Vice Menette International Manual was compiled and approved at the Singapore International Convention. And there onwards, the Vice Menettes clubs are partner to Vice Men International. And during the year 2000 and 2015, the Vice Menettes International Manual was updated. And I hope we will get the revised manual soon. And our vision: to be a recognized and globally oriented and voluntary service organization with a strong and committed membership that strives to enhance the values with a special focus on youth development while upholding our motto to acknowledge the duty that accompanies every right in association with YMCA. As all of you know, every organization must have a vision. Vision means after some 15 to 20 years, what should be our organization? That's the vision. So if you have a vision, there must be a mission, steps you have to adopt to implement that vision. So after 15 to 20 years, our movement should be like this. That's a vision. So what are the steps we have to adopt to reach at that vision? That means mission. So Vice Menette International is a vibrant movement with the mission statement. It supports the programs and aims of Vice Men International and YMCA. It encourages youth activities, a response to community needs. It fosters international goodwill through support of Vice Menettes International Project and participation in sister club programs. It promotes personal development, encourages enjoyment of life, keeps members informed of local, national, and worldwide matters. So these are the different steps we have to carry out to reach the vision statement. So the objectives of the movement are, I should summarize it as service, fellowship, and personal development. So the areas of Vice Menette service: supporting the Vice Men clubs locally, regionally, and YMCA, then community service, and supporting the Vice Menettes international projects and programs. So service-oriented, enthusiastically active person are the assets of the Vice Men International movement. Then Vice Menette service project ideas. So in service projects, usually region gives certain guidelines to the Vice Menette clubs. These are the Menettes projects to be implemented. So they are giving the guidelines and they are giving the reporting forms, activity points, etc., etc. So every Vice Menette clubs are in line with the projects given by the region. And also they can choose their own service projects. Some of the Vice Menette service project ideas are supporting and attending Vice Men programs in all levels, visit to hospitals, destitute homes, etc. to console the sick and disadvantaged, preparing food for the family meetings of Vice Men's Club, and organizing sales for fundraising for charity, conducting seminars or classes for Vice Menettes and other women in leadership and personality development topics, organizing competitions and programs for Vice Menettes and Vicelings, etc. And also COVID-19 related projects, many of the clubs are doing, and supporting financially poor students, then kidney care, dialysis project, then so for online education of poor children, donating TV and mobile phones, etc. So how we will find out these funds? So the money raising, fundraising in my club, Vice Men's Club, Vice Menettes Club of Trivandrum, we are doing, every year we are doing Christmas carol rounds, door-to-door Christmas carol singing and collecting and some amount of money to do charity. Then arranging Christmas sale at YMCA. and by at Christmas sale means selling cakes, wines, etc. We are generating so much fund. Then receiving donations from our friends and relatives. Then in one of the clubs, they are doing a chitti. They are performing a chitti, and fund is raised for doing charity work. So likewise, many projects are there, and after raising the fund, we can do many services like this. So services, projects, and this can be planned at club level and implemented at club level, district level, or regional level, and has to be reported to each higher level. So when a club is doing some project, it has to be reported to district, zone, region, and finally to area. So the responsibility of vice mayors means attend meetings regularly, support the various activities of the club, fulfill the financial commitment by paying the club dues, which are comprising of club expenses to meet the club expenses. Then regional and area dues. If appropriate, you can give the regional and area dues, and then international contribution, 2 CHF per minute for implementing the Vice Menettes International Project. Then coming to my another area, that's the duties of presidents and vice president or president-elect. The duties of president, secretary, and treasurer of a vice mayors club is very important. So president, she shall preside at all meetings of the club, and the executive meetings shall represent the club officially. And also the duty of vice president shall assume all duties of the president in absence or incapacity of the president, and shall arrange club programs. Then duties of secretary and treasurer. The secretary, she shall keep the minutes of the club and handle all the correspondence from the club, shall keep an accurate record of the members' names and addresses, shall keep a permanent file for all correspondence and records of valuable information of the organization. Then treasurer, she shall keep a complete account of the receipts and disbursements, and collect dues, bar fees, and pay out all funds. Then duties of officers. So apart from PSTs, some other officers also there in a Menettes club. Bulletin editor to produce and distribute bulletins. Then membership officer. So contact prospective, the job is to contact prospective new members and also care for others during the time of joy, illness, sorrow, etc. Then sister club. There must be a coordinator for sister club. Arrange regular contacts with the sister clubs and report. Then publicity. Provide information of club activities and achievements to local media. Then Menettes Club should have a historian to compile and maintain an album of photos, reports, newspaper clippings, etc. Then there's a social person, plan and organize social events for members, families, and friends, etc. So the dues and fees of Vice Menettes Club. The club dues to meet the expenses, including bulletin, regional and area dues. These things I have covered earlier. Now donation to Vice Menettes International Project. These are some of the Vice Menettes International projects implemented already in 82 to 84 in Sri Lanka for 50 underprivileged children. Then 96 to 98 in India, empowerment of women. Then 2004 to 5, women development opportunities. In 2012 to 14 in India, this for implementing a center for HIV/AIDS awareness. Then 2014 to 16, in India, rural project for widows and poor children. And also donations can be given to Vice Menettes programs like ASF, Alexander Scholarship Fund, Brotherhood Fund, TOIF, Endowment Fund, EAP and STEP, etc. And this year, international project, I think it is usually 2-year duration is the time for international project. For this year, the ongoing project is sports and informal education as tools of healthy lifestyle among vulnerable children at Ukraine. It is started in 2018. Now it's going on. It should end. The ending date is year is in 2022. And the international project coordinator is Vice Minister Joy McNamara of Australia. In Ukraine, this project is going to implement in association with YMCA. So likewise, in every year, an international Menettes project is selected, and in every year means in every 2 years, I think in every 2 years, an international project is selected and implemented. So every Vice Menette has to donate 2 Swiss francs for implementing this project. Then chartering. Chartering a new Weissmanners Club. Since we are a partner to Weissman International, so we can charter a new club using the same procedure as chartering a Weissman's Club. So it extension as a standalone club, and the purpose, it offer members the fellowship of a Weissmanners Club with the ample opportunity to provide assistance to Weissman, YMCA, and the community. Then there must be a sponsoring club. Any existing Weissmanners Club or Weissman's Club can sponsor a Weissmanners Club. And the charter ceremony, it will be carried out by the regional Menettes coordinator or area Menettes coordinator. She will induct new Weissmannet members, read and present the charter to club members, induct the incoming office bearers. Sister club program. There is an interesting inter-club program existing, that is Weissmannet Sister Club program. It started in the year 1965. It is just like Brother Club link up. We can tie up with any Weissmanners Club in our own region, in our own area, or in any other area. So we are able to learn more about each other's clubs, families, cities, countries, areas, and differing cultures. Then it gives opportunity to meet together at international conventions, etc. And we can plan while we are on tour. We can plan with a visit to sister clubs, etc. So we have to ensure our club's involvement in sister club programs. The YMI Sister Club coordinator is Weissmannet Maria Jorgensen of Denmark. This is the format of application for Sister Club. Actually, it has to be given to the regional Menettes coordinator or area Menettes coordinator. They will forward the application to Sister Club coordinator. The Sister Club coordinator actually, Sister Club coordinator will guide you to find out the active Weissmanners Club, and so that we can make a sister club relation. So this is the organizational structure of Weissmanners coordinators. The left side in the blue, it is for Weissman International, and the right side, it is Weissmanners International. In the bottom, the green bottom, it is Weissmanners clubs, and the above, the hierarchy goes like this. These are the organizational structure for Weissmanners coordinators. Weissmanners Club, above that district coordinator, then regional coordinator, then area coordinator, area Menettes coordinator, and finally international director. The hierarchy is like this, starting from the low, Weissmanners Club's president to district coordinator, then regional Menettes coordinator, area Menettes coordinator, and international director. And sister club coordinators are also there in 3 levels, in region, area, and international. So the ruling Weissmannet coordinators are International Weissmanners Director. International Director is Weissman Grete Beckard Thompson. And our area Weissmanners coordinator is Weissman Amateur Annie Jacob Borges. And the role of these coordinators, District Menettes coordinator. She is the leader of the Weissmanners, all the Weissmanners clubs in her district, and is responsible for promoting the conservation extension of the Weissmanners movement in her district. She may be elected or can be appointed by the Weissman district governor. The Weissmanners district coordinator is a member of the Weissman district team and must be prepared to be the representative or spokeswoman of the Weissmanners of the district. Usually the term is 1 or 2 years. Similarly, the role of regional Menettes coordinator, she is the leader of the Weissmanners club in her region. She may be elected or appointed. The Weissmanners regional coordinator is a member of the Weissdom, and she must be prepared to represent each Weissmannet in regional level. Her term is also either 1 or 2 years. Also, the role of regional Menettes coordinator, communication. Communication means you should distribute newsletters in the network, that is especially to clubs, regional director, to regional director elect, to area Menettes coordinator, etc., and all the Weissmannet regional and district coordinators. And also her duty is to distribute materials sent by the international director and area Menettes coordinator to the clubs. Also, the role of regional Menettes coordinator to maintain regular correspondence with the Weissmanners clubs, area Menettes coordinator, and regional director. Then provide regional Menettes coordinator elect with the copies of correspondence and information relevant to her regional Menettes coordinator term. Also, the other duty is promote the support of the Wise Menettes International Project and the various programs of Wise Men International. Then reports. Distribute and collect reports from clubs. Regularly, the Regional Menettes Coordinator, RMC, has to distribute and collect the report forms from clubs. Then the third duty is records. Compile a regional Menettes membership record. Then manual. Ensure that each, she has to ensure that each Wise Menettes clubs of the region has a copy of the Wise Menettes International Manual. It's the duty of the regional Menettes coordinator to ensure that the Wise Menettes International Manual is available with all the Menettes of the region. Then third duty is extension. Initiate the process of establishing new Wise Menettes clubs in the region. Then she is responsible for arranging the Wise Menettes session in the regional convention. And finally, the finance, reminding the clubs to do all the payments, etc. Then comes area Menettes coordinator. She is the head of the area clubs in her area. She may be elected or appointed by Wise Men area president. She is the coordinator of Wisdom. She is the member of Wisdom area team and will represent the Menettes under the area. Then the highest person, that is the international director. The Wise Menettes International Director is the leader of the Wise Menettes International. She is appointed for a 2-year term by the Menettes leaders, the outgoing international director, in consultation with the 2 past IDs and the current area Menettes coordinators. She is a spokesperson or the representative of all the Wise Menettes in International Council. She can attend the International Council and present report, but has no voting power. And one supporting person is International Project Coordinator. So in the role of International Project Coordinator is to implement the international project in any one of the country worldwide. So the International Project Coordinator is appointed by the Wise Menettes and her term is for 2 years. The coordinator is required to promote the project, acknowledge the donations given by the Menettes clubs, monitor the payments made to the chosen project, and share the progress report, and finally, to implement the project successfully. Now, the International Project Coordinator is Vice Menette Joy McNamara of Australia. The ongoing project is sports and informal education tools of healthy lifestyle among vulnerable children at Ukraine. And reporting. The reporting is very, very important. Whatever you are doing at the club level, it should be reported to the higher level. Unless effective reporting, the district, zone, and region is not able to assess the activities of each club. So the effective reporting means all the Wise Menettes clubs have to report regularly. That means monthly to district, region, and zone. And above, all the regional Menettes coordinators have to report to area Menettes coordinators. All the regional coordinators in India area, almost 7 regional coordinators are regional Menettes coordinators there. All of them have to send regular reports to area Menettes coordinator. Then all the area Menettes coordinators have to send report to international director. So that she can prepare an annual report and present the activities of Wise Menettes clubs at the International Council. So this is the Wise Menettes Club report form. Is a sample one available in the Wise Menettes International Manual. And this is the format of reporting form for the regional Menettes coordinators, which is available in the Wise Menettes International Manual. And finally, Wise Menettes supplies. This is the format of Wise Menettes flag. It's a mark of identity. It's a mark of identity of the Menettes club. And all the clubs are expected to have their own Menettes flags. And it has to be displayed on the regular club meetings. Then Wise Menettes collar. This is the president's collar. Then Wise Menettes pin, label pins. Menettes pin is meant to worn by members proudly and silently, declaring that they are members of Wisdom movement. So thank you for your patient hearing. Thank you, Viceman Annie Jacob, for giving me an opportunity. And finally, at the time of induction, the inducting officer says, the vice merit must be enthusiastically active. Enthu means N means in me and T means theos. It is God. So enthu means God in me. So all of us are similar to God. So we must be enthusiastically active. And do you know the most famous quote among about a woman? Do you know a famous quote is from Bible? It says, God is within her, she will not fall. God is within her, she will not fall. So let us move together to make our movement, that is Wise Menettes International, the largest movement or the largest women organization in the world. Thank you. Thank you for your patient hearing. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am. That was a fabulous session. There was a lot of information, and I'm sure all the Menettes have been motivated to do better.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. So, to all the Wise Menettes, we had two very good speakers. You have gained a lot of information. So, if there are any queries, please press the hand raise button. Any questions? We can share your feedbacks too.
So I have a question, since if there's anybody else, before anybody else is in, I would want to know from Ms. Rita, what is exactly the international project that we should concentrate on? Because as Shija had mentioned, is there anything that has been specified for 2022, or is it we are yet to get an idea of what is expected as a for the international project this thing? Because she presented the one about the children, and that is the ongoing, and the reports from that from the international we've been receiving is for that. But is there a particular year when it culminates, or how do we get access to that information?
This year, I haven't now, as a mentor of the International Director for Wise Menettes, I haven't heard anything from her as yet, but only a newsletter was sent. So I'm not sure what the project is about. She will probably let you know.
Yeah, we did receive a couple of newsletters from the international project coordinator. In fact, on the work they have been doing with the children in Ukraine. So I presume that is the one that is ongoing, and then probably we will hear a new one which they will, sit together and decide on, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So, do we have questions from our audience?
Any other questions? Yes, we have regional Menettes coordinators, district Menettes coordinators. Anybody? Any queries?
I guess the presentations were very well explained and well presented, that they've covered between the two of them, both international as well as what is required has been very well covered. Probably that's why, in fact, both the presentations were very excellently done.
Yes, any feedbacks? Usually women are not silent. I don't know why today all are silent. They've gained a lot of information. Hi, Dr. JC here. It was, both the sessions were really very excellent and very, very informative. I think maybe that's why we don't have any question to ask, because everything was covered by both of them very clearly, and it was, both of them had a very beautiful presentation, very short but very sweet actually. Congratulations to both of you, both the motivational speakers today. And I have a suggestion, like when Dr. Shija was talking about the supplies, we saw the Wise Menettes pin over there. But usually when we go for the regional conventions, we always ask for this pins, but it is not available. Most of the time, it is not available. So
I request that the Vice Menet coordinators and the leaders to make it available for the regional and the area conventions or area councils.
And Dr. JC, it is available at India Area Office. Vice Menet pin is available at India Area Office. But you can contact Vice Menet Vindhya.
Vindhya, okay. Like one or two, like, you know, if somebody can coordinate from a region, that would be very good, because there are so many of them who need the pins, but just you can't order one or two like that, no? So yeah, I think we can contact Vindhya.
Yes,
And another suggestion.
Regional Menettes coordinators can get the order for their region.
Yeah,
That would be easy for us to supply.
Yeah, that would be.
All the pins, collars, etc. are available at India Area Office.
Okay.
We have
ask
Dr.
a
Gino.
question?
Yes.
Yeah, we have some more questions.
We have
coming
Dr.
up.
Gino
Yes.
also, who has raised a hand, and then yes.
One second.
Unmute,
Gino ma'am
please
is-
unmute.
It's mute.
Oh, sorry. Both the presentations were really good. It was really informative also. Many things that we need to know were really presented, and it was presented in a very good manner that is easy to understand. That's the main thing. We have the manual with us. We are going through it and we are doing our best. But once explained, it was more informative, I think, and we will do our level best to make this wisdom a great success. Thank you.
Yes, I think Annama ma'am is
Yeah.
waiting for a question. Yes, ma'am. Annama ma'am.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
yes, we can.
See, for all practical purposes, we now identify wise women as wise menettes. What is the international's idea about it? Wise women can be thought of wise menettes. Also, wise menettes can't become wise women, of course. But what about all our coordinators, all our wise women? So, and now the Wise Menettes Club is slowly disappearing also. So what do our coordinators say about it? I won't bring discomfort to the speakers, but can anyone explain that?
I presume that has to
Yeah,
be my
I think
responsibility.
I
I
know
think
it-
it's going to be my responsibility to answer that. Or
I think so.
okay, so ma'am, it works like this. When I took over last year, what I understood is, yes, as rightly said, there is a lot of reasons why the Menet clubs have not been able to do. I mean, we have not been able to, or rather, the movement has not been able to do justice to the Menets Club. Probably because our voices have not been heard. In fact, when I started compiling reports is when I realized the amount of activities that we are doing, but it is not presented anywhere. In line with international, in line with theme, we are doing it. So the question that you have asked is if it's between Menettes and women, I'll go to that later. But the whole idea of this presentation of this training program was most of the time we are given responsibilities. I mean, we have roles of coordinators or presidents, but we are unaware of how to take forward the role. What are we supposed to do? In fact, that was one of the representations by all the regional Menet coordinators. In fact, this whole program was envisioned not just on my own. This was a request from the regional Menet coordinators saying that most of the district Menet coordinators and Menets are unaware of their role or what a Menets club should do. That is exactly why when I put this forth to Dr. Shija, in fact, she's done an excellent job to the most simplest way she could present on what we could actually do to make sure that our voices are also heard and also our activities are reported well. So there are a few things. It's very difficult to get a database on the Menet membership. We are unaware of the activities, the reportings don't happen. And there is no compilation or database management. So if we start doing this, and if we put the volume together and present, I'm sure that the activities that we are doing will be on par and it will match with the men's club. So that is a starting point. Now, to the answer to the question between men, the Menettes and women, of course, the dues. Automatically, when the men get enrolled or ordained, they become the Menettes become part of the Menettes club. But the wise women is when they pay 50% of the dues. If I'm right, correct me if I'm wrong. Any of the leaders can do that. But personally, I don't think that we need to really demarcate between wise women or Menettes, or are we in Menette or women. We are here together to do the activity, and combined, we are here to present our activities on par with international and area, and also to report that. So as of now, I strongly don't feel that the Menette clubs are declining. It's just that we are not reporting what we are doing, or rather, even if there is a feeling that it is declining, we should, I think, start making sure that it doesn't happen. So that's exactly why this has been put forth, so that all the Menettes are brought together in one forum. All the regional Menette coordinators, in fact, some of the regions are doing excellent work. Menettes are doing very, very good work. So I think as a starting point, we should be able to do this and bring together our forum and make sure that our presence is very strongly acknowledged in the Wisdom movement. I hope I answered your question, ma'am.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
And I want, and on that note, before I just wanted to say something. It's very important for the president, secretaries, and treasurers of all clubs to do their reporting, to also understand who the members are. Please put down, it is the secretary's job, because every time I reach forth to my regional Menette coordinators for any report, be it last year or this year, it is extremely difficult to get reports. So let us have a starting point. Any activity you do, any member that you have your membership, know your details of your members. So please put that down so that we can start making the database. In fact, I have just spoken to Bindya also. Let's create a database of the Menettes across regions. And then let's also put down our activities. And then last year, I have reported it to the international. In fact, I've given a very detailed report of what all the 5 regions last year have done. And it was acknowledged by Greta also, by Vice Menette ID. Greta, she had acknowledged the report received. I will want to do the same thing this time too. The one area where we can contribute in the Centenary is probably towards the international project once it's announced. We could probably, raise funds and contribute to whatever activity has been envisioned by the international. This is a request that I have for all the Menettes. It is just two CHF that we have to contribute. So let's do that. Whatever the project that is identified, let's give our contribution, and let's continue doing the good service that we have done and we will be doing in this year and further on. So that's my request to all the Menettes. And in fact, the participation itself is a big, in fact, the last area council meeting also, we were saying the participation is what matters. Once we start getting together, once the women power comes together, there is marvelous work we can do and we should do. Because isolated, if we do, it will be difficult. I mean, we may go unnoticed, but collectively, when we come together and do the service, definitely we will be noticed. So, ma'am, I hope you will be, like leaders like you should also be there to guide us and support us and, tell us how we could make our presence more felt in the movement.
Thank you, thank you.
Is there a question from Veena George, ma'am?
No question. Take this opportunity to congratulate Wise Woman Annie Jacob for the great initiative. And both the sessions are so good and so informative. Thank you. Thank you for that. Good evening. Okay.
Once again, I request all the Menettes who have joined here, we had shared a Google link in the chat option. Please enter your details. That will be information for us, data for us also. And you'll be getting the online certificates of the training program. So please do it without fail. Any more questions or any suggestions, feedbacks, anything? So can we move on to the next?
I think, yes, we have.
Okay. So now I invite Vice Anita Matthias, a regional Menettes coordinator, South India region, for delivering the vote of thanks.
Respected Area Minute Leader, Dr. Annie Jacob, Area President, Dr. Anand Jacob Burgess, dignitaries, wise minutes, wise women present here on the Zoom platform. Good evening. I deem it an honor and privilege to propose the vote of thanks on behalf of all the minutes here today. First of all, I'd like to thank Dr. Annie Jacob for her welcome address. Dr. Anand Jacob Burgess, thank you for your inaugural address and for highlighting issues faced by women worldwide. Thank you, PAP Rita Hetirachi, mentor and coordinator committee member for ISDs, for a wonderful and interesting talk. I'm sure everyone here would agree with me when I say we have definitely learned a lot from your session. Your mention of personality development is a much needed thing in today's competitive world. Next, I'd like to thank wise woman Dr. Shija NK, RSDS Southwest India region, for her informative and comprehensive talk, which no doubt will be beneficial to all of us here. Thank you, Wise Minutes Lenny Abraham, Dr. J.C. Phillip, and Minu Joseph for your introduction of our speakers. I'd be failing in my duty if I forget to thank wise woman Bindya for being such a brilliant MC and carrying the program through. Last but not the least, I'd like to thank all the participants. There is a saying that a woman's job is never done. So I know all of you would have been very busy, and I'm so happy that you took the time off today from your busy schedules, home and work, to attend this training program. Thank you, everybody, and good night.
Thank you, ma'am. Now I request our area menace leader, Dr. Annie Jacob, to adjourn the meeting.
So once again, thank you very much. Thank you, PAP Rita. Thank you, Shija. Thanks, Bindya. I would like to extend Anita's thanks to all of you. And please don't forget, this year, we have to concentrate on extension, making sure that our database is well compiled, wonderful reporting. Let's continue doing the good projects. And then let's make sure that, whatever the pandemic had, whatever scars that left, we will move forward with much more energy and make sure that we continue doing services. On that note, let me call this meeting to a conclusion, and the meeting is adjourned. Thank you very much.
Thank you.